Virginia Cavaliers and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Virginia head coach before this game, he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Virginia's offense will have the football first. There was nothing but joy on Franklin Street, and the sky was Carolina blue as the Heels rolled in the last meeting.
Yeah, they took care of business. It didn't look like much of a rivalry. I know this game's been played a lot, but last year, it wasn't really a game, Jesse.
Yeah, there's tons of emotion, but only happy feelings for UNC. They started fast, and they finished strong.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll ride Davis here. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's the first third down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the run, it's Davis. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Virginia. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tar Heels offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. That's reeled in. It's shipped. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the third most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue in this showdown every year.
They've been playing since 1892, man. That's a long time, and that's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Behind the chains now on second and long. On the play fake, Dylan Raiola. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert. Deep shot for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing for one another.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The run to the right. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some...
Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Picks up the first down. There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
They'll run it. It's Davis. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The gun to give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Red pass hits complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Raiola takes the easy throw in the flat. The Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll send the tight end in motion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Might be calling a hot route. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Tar Heels will go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Raiola makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Abdullah. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in, it's Abdullah. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Cavaliers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Virginia! He got it, beat down in bounds.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here comes the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Throwing Raiola. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Maybe a double pass. This time it's complete. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cavaliers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Here's Raiola to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, Virginia's head coach told me at the half, Coach reminded his team in the locker room that this is a moment that they can claim some redemption. They've got a lead right now on the road. They lost this game the last time the two teams met, but this is their moment to put their foot down. He said, I want us to come out with the most energy we've had all game. Even though we've got a lead, this is where we set the tone for dominance down the stretch. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Across the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Quarterback got it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Running inside, it's Davis. Maybe some room here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to Davis. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they add 6. To the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Raiola to throw. Going long. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. So now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Flips it out in the flat. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He is in. Takes the fumble to the... Down Virginia. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Fires to the middle. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in...
Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the route is on. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. The Cavaliers showing some attitude as they build this lead against Carolina.
The Wahoos are making plays, and you're really seeing the speed. They've done an outstanding job recruiting, and it's showing up.
Yeah, and they call it the gentleman's rivalry, Virginia does, and they're not treating North Carolina like gentlemen. They're taking care of business and winning this thing.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Oh, maybe a double pass. Here's a heat. Got his man all by himself. There he goes down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. The run inside. It's Davis. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Raiola buying some time. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Got his man out of the backfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Throws it back. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Moving out to the right. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going with the counter play here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
Snags it, and he's open. Rolls inside the 30. Bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Running inside, it's Davis. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? To the ground to try to move the chains. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quarterback keep. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Pulls it and runs it again. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? This edition of the South's oldest rivalry is steeped in Cavalier attitude as Virginia takes down North Carolina.